Okay, my advocate stated that Wilmot, the creator of Dolly, said that reproductive cloning was a tragedy and shouldn't be continued. He did say this, but he also said that there's no definitive proof that Dolly's arthritis, as she mentioned, had anything to do with the fact that she was a cloned mammal. He also mentioned that there were several other animals within that flock who had not been cloned, who were pronounced dead earlier than normal. So that doesn't hold any bearing on the basis that cloning is debilitating to the longevity of someone's life, especially a mammal. Secondly, it was stated that George W. Bush took away funding for cloning. He did do that, but that was publicly. It's a little known fact that he has allowed private funding of cloning to continue for reproductive cloning, not for the purpose of humans, but for therapeutic cell research. And as my advocate Gabby stated earlier, it's very closely related to reproductive cloning, the only difference being that a human is produced and reproductive. My advocates also stated that cloning a human embryo has yet to happen. This is false. Last year, Dr. Panos Zavos, PhD in reproductive physiology, biochemistry, and statistics, successfully cloned 14 human embryos and implanted them into the wombs of 4 volunteers. Since this is illegal in the U.S., it was done in the Middle East in conjunction with an Italian scientist, Antonori. Dr. Zavos, who has fertility clinics in America and Cyprus, says he's cloned embryos of 3 dead people, including a 10-year-old girl named Caddy, who died in a car crash in the U.S. Excuse me. The grieving families approached him to take cells from their bodies. Now, this is how serious that this is. Parents who are losing their children early are seeking out scientists to try and make this happen. You know what I mean? Morals and ethics realistically get put aside and are different for each individual. Not only that, but they get put aside because the love for a child, your own child, who dies at an early age, prematurely, is unacceptable to any parent. No parent should ever have to outlive their child. And this is one major, huge issue as to why reproductive cloning should be allowed. Not only that, reproductive cloning can help bring endangered species back. So, I'm not saying that necessarily needs to happen. We don't need to bring back T-Rex. That would be foolish. Okay, but like things that, you know, things that, you know, that we can use, you know, that the earth needs, you know, like there is a food chain and a natural order among the animals. Certain animals depend on others. It's just the way things happen. Now, when some animals disappear, the other species who depend on those also disappear. That's just the way evolution works. So, yeah. And Dr. Panos Zavos, the doctor I mentioned earlier, has a PhD in reproductive physiology, biochemistry, and statistics, was quoted as saying, as revolutionary as it may sound, as fictional as it may sound, it will be done, regarding to cloning. It's a genie that's out of the bottle, and it will be controlled.
Your time's up, so you don't need to keep looking at your evidence.
Okay. Well, I hope I've convinced you that, that reproductive cloning is essential to our future as human beings. Thank you.